Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
So, guys, remember when Friday night meant Blockbuster? That neon glow, the aisles of plastic cases, and that one guy in line who always rented the land before time. But while we were living our best lives, Blockbuster was slowly dying and Netflix was waiting with a shovel. Today, we're not just talking late fees, we're talking weird promos, employee confessions, and the bizarre final receipts that prove Blockbuster didn't go out with a bang, it went out with a comedy routine. Here's the kicker: Blockbuster's downfall isn't just history, it's a cautionary tale for companies today. Even Apple should be paying attention, guys. And at the very end, we'll reveal one of the last ever Blockbuster receipts and what's on it. It's so hilariously anticlimactic, it might just be the perfect metaphor for how the chain collapsed.
Well,
I guess they're
I
worth
guess
money.
I guess I,
If you had an old Blockbuster receipt, it'd be worth money.
all I gotta say is I swear these people must have listened to Fleetwood Mac, dog. Literally.
So, guys, Blockbuster wasn't just a store, it was an event. Like Johnny said, 9,000 stores, $6 billion
Hold
a
on,
year.
hold on. You mean I said that to the live people?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Sorry, guys.
yeah, yeah. They don't know about what just happened.
Okay.
Oh
So
yeah,
he was talking about how, when you got off work, there was like certain days where you had to get there for the new release, because they only had a certain amount of copies. It was, not like today where anybody can go on and watch the same one. It was kind of like limited supply.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
everybody like rushed there at a certain time to get the new release of whatever they were trying to get.
Yeah,
Or calling, like you said, when your brother worked there a
yeah,
million times.
yeah. My brother used to work for Blockbuster, and when he was there, yeah, about 75% of the time, it was just people calling in for video games because there were no releases on those and limited, like you said,
Yep.
and movies. So
Yeah, I remember calling around to a few different, if we really wanted a movie really bad, we'd maybe go to one and they didn't have us, and we call like all the other ones, be like, "Oh, do you have it? Can you put a copy aside for us?" Yeah.
yeah, they my inside tip, my brother said that yeah, they didn't do that.
Yeah,
They
some of them would.
no.
Well,
They
at least
they
where
they
I was.
no. What they did is they had enough of them. They just kind of was just like yeah. We only have like, let's say the store can house about 8 of them, 8 movies, but really 2 of them is checked out.
They'll just say, "Oh, yeah, well,
So the
there's
other
still some
so
here."
the other 6 is just, yeah, and then when you call, "Nah, we only got 1 left, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hold it for you." So,
So, guys, like I mentioned, 9,000 stores, $6 billion a year. So, studios changed release dates for them. Families made it a ritual. But while we were busy fighting over Shrek 2, Netflix was sliding into mailboxes with red envelopes. At first, people laughed it off. And by the time Blockbuster noticed, Netflix had already changed the rules.
yeah, man, I mean, you know, you got this beautiful thing called a computer, and you're like, "Hey."
No, remember when Netflix first started and it was like a very basic streaming, but really the main thing was just the same thing as Blockbuster, like getting DVDs.
Right, but
Like, you had to go on there, pick your 2
okay,
DVDs, and then
so
they mailed it, and then
okay,
you watched
so
it, mailed it back.
alright, so think of it this way, the best way I can say it is, if you remember how, if you went to a barbershop or you knew somebody that had bootleg movies, it's that same concept, except for they would get it from, at that time, Pirate Bay, which is making a sweeping review. I mean, back, or it's coming back, that is. But um, what I was saying is that that's how they would get the movies onto a DVD disc. Then it became sophisticated where if people owned DVDs of movies and stuff, you can make a carbon copy of it
Mhm.
on a regular DVD too.
Did you actually get them mailed out to you on Netflix, or you never did that?
No, I was still,
Still going for
still
Blockbuster?
firmly into the Blockbuster. I was bleeding blue and yellow all day, bro, all day. Now,
Okay.
I will say that once Netflix became the first streaming
Then you
platform,
started it then.
then I was on there because I mean, for what at the time, 3.99 a month or $5 a month was it at that time? So, and big ups to the people that have been, because Netflix did one thing, you were grandfathered in if you've been with them from day one or whatever. I
Right,
wish I would have stuck with them at that time and never got rid of my subscription, because then I would got grandfathered in too.
right.
So
So in 2000, guys, Netflix offered to sell itself to Blockbuster for $50 million. John Antioco, Blockbuster CEO, laughed them out of his office. So flash forward, Netflix is now worth 250 billion and Blockbuster, well, of course, they're out of business except Johnny's going to show us one location. So
Right.
arrogance isn't free. It did cost them everything because he was kind of like,
So,
get out of here. You're
like
just a
like
little peon in my
yeah,
roach in
but
my
like I
office.
said earlier, it's because of that, marginal thinking, how they had it,
Yeah.
and if you're not can't think always 12 steps ahead or try to think bigger than where you're at, and just because, yeah, you corner pocket yourself, you shouldn't do that. Just like I always said that, when doing a Disney superhero movie, just do it for maybe 2 or 3 movies, a trilogy, and just get out of it.
All right. And they keep milking it out.
And then don't keep on milking it out because then they're gonna keep on making you milk out more, and then you're gonna get kinda strained out to a point you just don't wanna do it anymore, so
All right. So, guys, then comes the no late fee disaster. So, Blockbuster's late fees brought in 800 million, yeah, $800 million a year. But everyone actually hated them. So in 2005, they launched the no late fee campaign. Do you remember that?
yes, I do.
Yeah. Except it was a trick. So after 8 days, your rental was automatically a purchase. So if you brought it back, they charged a restocking fee and then customers revolted. So in 48 states, Blockbuster was actually sued for deceptive practices. Netflix, meanwhile, was just sitting there smiling with its no late fees ever policy.
Facts.
I don't,
'Cause
yeah, I guess they didn't, huh? You just had the movies, and then when you wanted other ones, you just finally sent them back and got other ones.
well,
I mean, I'm
okay,
talking about if you actually got the movie.
no, so if you act so I believe how they did it was, you know how when you go to the gas station, you go to pump and, use your card? They usually you don't know that, but what they do is Wawa or Shell gas station, you can be putting, like, exactly $30, but
Mm.
they're actually taking
Yeah,
$100.
they hold.
They do a hold, so it's the
Yeah. So that's what
same it's
Blockbuster was
that's
doing?
well, no, I'm talking
Or,
about no, you're talking about where you just said Netflix, so
yeah.
that's what I was saying, that's
Which
what
one are you
Netflix
talking about? Okay.
yeah, that's what Netflix was doing, so, yeah, if you take the movie or might have just in case if you might have been like, "Oh, I take it for longer than what it's supposed to be," then you may look at
We get charged,
your
yeah.
charge and you'd be like, "Oh, I got charged for buying the movie pretty much, so now I
Right. Well,
own it."
that's what Blockbuster was doing too, apparently, is basically if you had it over a certain amount of time, they weren't charging you late fees, they're basically just charging you for the movie plus more.
And like I said, it would just pretty much what the DVD was cost, that's what I'm sure Netflix would be like, "Alright, well, there you go."
Yeah.
And then what they'll do is I can see that almost the same practice so let's say, for example, at that time, you had Superbad, right? So then if you had Superbad for that moment or whatever, and you forgot and you overlapped the month or whatever, and then it goes into your new billing cycle, you're gonna get billed for your new month, which would be $5 plus $15 because now you
Right.
own Superbad.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
that makes sense. Um, Weird promos and desperate gimmicks, guys. So to lure people back in, Blockbuster rolled out some pretty wild promos. So they had the Shrek popcorn bucket shaped like Shrek's head. Did you see that
yeah, yeah, I remember that
one?
one.
Free soda Fridays. Ugh.
That I don't remember, but I never really drank soda, I'm not much of a soda drinker.
Yeah. And then Game Rush, their failed video game spinoff. Employees were told to push candy like your job depends on it. Some had to do literal candy audits, counting every pack of Skittles like they were gold bars. That kind of sounds like some of the pharmacy stores, right? Don't they have to push stuff at the registers?
Yes, again, like I was telling you, when you were going out, there was combos, but this was like in the 90s that yes, if you went and rented, like you said earlier, Land Before Time, then you would get like a pack of popcorn, some candy, and then let's just say it's 94. It was like a grand total, maybe $15 out the door for you just to get like 2 movies or maybe one movie and then some snacks and stuff. And that was just like a combo they had. And I believe if you looked at when they had new releases and stuff like that, just how if you've been to the what is it, a fast food restaurant or anything like that, they had combos too you can do. So it's kinda it's just like you were talking about the Shrek thing, I do remember seeing that if you rented Shrek, you get this, that, and it was like a whole shebang combo.
Right. Do you want to pull up a social media hit list?
Sure thing. I'm gonna pull that up.
He loves when I spring that on him, guys. So while he's doing that, just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting the channel and watching our videos. Please consider giving us a like and hitting that subscribe button, guys. Definitely would help us out a little bit. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Just pull it up.
So the first one is obviously kind of right in line with what we're, kind of talking about today. So unfortunately, Apple's having a little bit of issues. So this one just says Rome fell, Nokia fell, BlackBerry fell. And now after unveiling the iPhone 17, Apple's market value dropped by 112 billion with a B in a single day. So just,
Well,
they're kind of on a little shaky ground right now.
the main reason why it's falling is because obviously they haven't made their own AI system. We all know that Apple is its own integrated system, and so that's just one of the things they never really worked on. Microsoft, I'm not gonna say donated, but gave money like a billion with a B towards Chat GPT. So did Amazon. So did other
Yeah, to get those
companies
ones.
to get them. So it kind of goes to that point of what was it, like the early 2010s, the Bitcoin, or the whole bit rush or gold rush at that time. When you should, but again, just like how the Bitcoin went and how the gold rush went, it can also, you know, pop and bust very quickly too. So maybe
Right.
it's probably also a smart tactic on Apple because they're just probably watching from the sidelines. Because even though, if you think about it, how the Siri system and how Apple works, it's still using its third party, which is still Chat GPT through it. But remember, if you've seen some commercials of iPhones, they say that, oh, when you use Safari, it hides your protection, blah 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 blah. But then you're kind of being a hypocrite at the same time because you're using open chat gpt to help operate some of your system at the same time, but then you're trying to say it's like you're flip-flopping.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I hope Apple, fix their issue,
I
or
mean, we are Apple people, guys. We're not trying to hate on them. We have a MacBook Pro right here we're working off of, 2 Airs.
yeah.
Our cell phones are Apple. I mean, pretty a lot of stuff in our
Yeah,
house
no,
is
no,
Apple.
I'm not knocking them. It's just they may be sitting. All I'm trying to say is there's just a cantaloupe theory. Maybe they're just sitting off on the sidelines, and maybe hopefully they may have their own open AI. But I just know
Yeah.
right now they're looking like they're pretty late to the race.
All right. And then the next one doesn't really go along with the Apple stuff, but I just thought it was pretty crazy. So, a woman was stuck with a $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members that she brought on the date with her. First of all,
Oh,
if
I
you
got
show
to
up with
hold on,
23
hold on,
family
hold
members,
on.
I will leave the restaurant.
Yeah, hold on. I got a family too, man, but I'm not gonna bring my family to a freaking date, dog. Like,
Crazy. Would you pay the bill if
yeah,
that
no,
happened?
no. To be honest though, if the family showed up, like I'm like, wait, hold on. This is it's called a blind date. This ain't called, oh, me and my 21 siblings.
That's why it's a blind date because you didn't know who she was gonna bring.
Dude, straight up, man. Don't ever,
I
ever
was
bring
like,
that shit.
"Oh my god, that's crazy." I
Damn right,
just thought it
man.
was funny.
You
Need a
know,
funny one after the Apple thing, so
no, man, but seriously, someone doing that. And then like I wonder if they all live in the same house.
I don't know.
Cause I
Or
mean,
maybe
like,
she just said, "Oh, guys, I have a blind date, so do you guys wanna come?" Maybe, I don't know. It
yo,
might
yeah,
be one of those
like, that's
cultures
what
where
I'm
they
trying to
wanna
say.
check
Like,
it out,
no, no, okay, no, no. But think of it. So, like, you just said, "Oh, hey guys, I got a blind date," and what, like, all 23 of those people were like in the living room,
Well, look how
and
many
then
cousins you have. That could
no,
be possible.
oh no, but doesn't mean no. I'm not gonna bring my
But
no.
I'm just saying if all
Okay,
your cousins were like, "Oh, we're gonna go check out your date," that
no,
could
they
easily
can't.
be the same
No,
thing she has, a bunch of
well, okay,
cousins.
hold on. And then on top of these
It's
23,
probably a bunch
hold
of
on,
girl
wait.
cousins.
And then those 23 people, they were all sitting at this big ass dinner.
I
And,
don't know.
and then what? Like, how many tables is that you have to
I
take
don't
for
know.
that?
Maybe the guy was just, like, impolite and he just thought, "Oh, well, they're probably gonna pay for their own bill, so whatever, I'll just be polite," because it's the first date. And then at the end, he got the
Okay,
bill and you're
but
just like,
I felt
"Whoa."
like I feel
So
like
he probably just said, I gotta go to the bathroom, guys," and then dipped
okay,
and
but
left.
like that's not cool. That's like me bringing my mom to my date. Like, "Hey,
I
look at
agree
my"
it's not cool. I'm just telling you I've saw it multiple times, like, in the last day, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this on."
man, that's not
She
cool at
deserves to
all.
have to pay that bill after that shenanigans. That's what I think.
Thank God they put her on blast, dawg. I'm like, "Yo, that's that chick, dog. Watch out, man. She brings her whole yo, like, that just gives Kanye West's Gold Digger song a better theme to it, dog.
Wow. Mhm.
Seriously, man, that's hilarious. I can't believe that.
So,
Wow.
guys, we'll jump back into our info here, our Blockbuster info. So, workers described the final days as surreal. You couldn't say the word Netflix; it was Voldemort, like you say.
Voldemort, man?
Yeah, it was an off limits word. Some managers were even told to keep morale high while also putting up going out of business banners on the store. Others slipped handwritten notes onto receipts. Thanks for 10 years. We'll miss you. It wasn't just a company collapsing, it was a community hub disappearing. Well, it's pretty true.
Yeah. Listen, if they just would have just thought a little bit more ahead and just not really been like, "Oh, man, let me just do this." Nope, nope. If you did that, would have never happened, man.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, Netflix. They were just giving it to you on a platter. Because in reality, what they were gonna probably end up doing was like, all right, we're gonna make a streaming service or something. That was probably their plan. They're gonna use that money because they need a little bit more money just to get them across. But
All right.
probably some investor with like some, money. And not because just because of the shoes, you can see the guy's shoes and you're like, yeah, that guy got some money.
All right.
Hmm.
So customers started saving their last receipts like baseball cards. I guess if you have any, it's a collector's item now and it's worth some money apparently according to my research. Um
I may have a Blockbuster card. Well, my mom has a Blockbuster card probably
and a
somewhere.
receipt maybe somewhere.
No, no,
Well, your mom
Blockbuster
probably
card.
she keeps all her receipts.
Well, yeah, you never know, yeah. But I know she has like a Blockbuster card. I seen it,
Yeah.
so that's worth some money.
So, guys, the corporate dinosaurs club. So, here's the thing: Blockbuster isn't alone. History is full of giants who refuse to adapt. That's really what happened here, right? They kind of saw the competition, what they were doing. They were even offered to buy the competition. They laughed it out of the office, and then they fell behind the basically
It's the
what was
same. It's the
happening.
same thing with like U.S. Steel.
Yeah,
They didn't want to make many mill steels or production or any of that. So what took over was actually Nurkle Steel, and they did everything they had to do, and then that's why they reaped the benefits out of it. So
yeah,
something to think about whenever owning a business, or if somebody has an idea. I mean, don't knock it all the way, but just
yeah. Hear him out.
or put it on the refrigerator, like like most adults do.
So, guys, like I mentioned, Kodak. They invented the digital camera. They
You
actually
mean
invented.
Kodak Black?
Yeah, they actually invented
No,
it
I said
themselves.
Kodak Black.
I know. I
That's
heard you.
okay.
But then they buried it because they wanted to keep selling film, and result, of course, they went bankrupt.
And these are the stories of our lives. I mean, like look at Nokia,
Yep. Toys R Us. You can put Toys R Us on your resume, guys, because nobody can check it. No, I'm just kidding. So,
or Babies R Us.
yeah.
Put Babies R Us
So they
on there.
outsourced their online sales to Amazon. Surprise, surprise, because they didn't want to go online, and they basically handed over their future. By 2017, they were out of business.
And salute to them.
Yeah. Sears, once the biggest retailer in America, ignored e-commerce. Same thing. They didn't want to go online. Now it's a ghost town. So just some
You mean
cautionary
hold on?
tales.
What you say? J.C. Penney?
Sears.
Oh, Sears.
I
What
think there
about
might still be
Macy's?
a couple Sears around, but it's similar. I think because remember the tools they used to sell at Sears, a Lowe's bought that whole Craftsman thing, and now they sell it at Lowe's because Sears went out of business. Well, for the most part, I
Well,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sears definitely.
JCPenney, I think, still has a few ones going, but
The
it's not.
Macy's is
Macy's has some
still
going.
is still kicking at the Fashion Square Mall.
Yeah, but there's nothing else in the mall.
Yeah, just Macy's. Damn, Macy's owns that big ass mall. Hell yeah, dog.
They might as well just put all their stuff, start just taking it, keep on taking it out into the
Yeah,
hallway and stuff.
yeah, yeah. Just you might as well just say that
Nobody else is there.
this whole mall is Macy's, dog.
Yeah. So now, guys, even Apple is showing cracks. iPhone sales are slowing. Regulators are hammering the App Store monopoly. Younger consumers are switching to cheaper brands and asking, do we really need a new $1,500 iPhone every year? I mean, it's starting to become like ridiculous,
Yeah,
right?
the prices are
Well, not even that,
skyrocketing.
but I mean, I think I
Um,
have it's either the 15 or the 14, but it's
I
like,
don't.
it's working just fine. I don't need a new one, you know?
I think I have the 10 because
No,
I think I have the 10
that's not
Pro
the
Max,
10.
or maybe
It's the 14, I think.
I don't know where my phone's at, but it's all I know is I have an old model, and I usually always go with odd number iPhones, so I know it's not an even number because I just feel kind of odd.
You
Just
are
kind
an
of an
oddball,
oddball.
so that's probably true. So, guys, Apple isn't Blockbuster yet, but the arrogance feels similar. Just
Yeah.
saying.
No, yeah, no, seriously.
Allegedly.
No, but again, like you said, like a phoenix, it shall rise. One, just only one.
Yeah. But here's the kicker, guys. Apple's not just dealing with slowing iPhone sales, they're also stumbling on the AI revolution, like Johnny mentioned. So while Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and even Meta are racing ahead with chatbots, co pilots, and AI powered everything, Apple's still trying to sprinkle Siri with some AI glitter and call it a day. And that is true. Siri sucks.
Okay, this she has been a little girl from, 1 till 10 now. She is now becoming a woman. She is, like you said, they had to put um makeup on her, and that's the makeup that she's doing and she's using. She doesn't know how to use it. She's experimenting.
Yeah,
She's
pretty
not the
much.
best at putting the makeup on yet, but you give, and then look right now, we're going into iPhone 17. She's supposed to be 17,
But
but
she's like
she's
11.
acting 11. So,
I don't even use it, honestly. It's so irritating. I know your mom uses it every time, and I don't know. I guess it works for her 1 out of 10 times, so she just keeps using it, but I can't. It drives me crazy. I can't use it.
my friend Zuri, he used to always use speak to text and all that
I
stuff
use speak to text, but I don't.
on his Google phone and everything. He wasn't much into iPhones, but it's. I just felt like when you're kind of just speaking into your phone enough, it's like, hey, you just like you got open access into my phone, sir.
Well, it already does anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
I know
but
you
no,
don't like the fingerprint thing, and you don't like other stuff, but it already has all your stuff anyways.
yeah, yeah, I know, but it's just I like to still, feel like I still have something left, but
Do you even use the face unlock thing?
no.
Yeah, because you don't. But it already takes pictures of you all the time. Just so you know,
Poly with me
it
and the
does.
pooper
Wow,
playing Candy Crush because I'm crushing it.
you don't play Candy Crush. So, guys, Siri feels stuck in 2011 while the competition is building entire ecosystems around AI, like we just said. It's the same mistake Blockbuster made, thinking the future can wait, but the future doesn't wait. Netflix didn't wait, and neither will AI.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I just again, I remember I had a talk boy, but there has always been a
I'm
voice
so
recorder.
jealous that you had one of those. You know how bad I wanted that thing? My mom was like, we're poor. We can't afford that toy.
Oh well, no, that's my dad said I can get one expensive gift, and I said, hey, the talk boy.
How
I
much
want the
was it
talk boy.
even back then?
I don't even
Oh,
remember how much that thing was, but
I don't even think she knew where to get it anyway because we lived in the country and I don't know. She probably would have had to drive like 3 hours to get the thing and it wasn't going to happen. So, but I thought that was so cool.
no, but I love, yeah, but again, the talk boy was nothing more than just a voice recorder. My dad could just
No,
got a
I
voice,
know.
but
But it's
it's
just because
just
it was
no,
on
but
the
it is
movie and
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
okay, yeah, and I like because you had it, you grab it like that, just like hey, talking this stuff. This is, and it does
So
a
do you
little
actually
voice.
go around recording a bunch of stuff and try to like make the same thing Home Alone did?
No, no, no.
Oh.
I started recording like conversations. I was being a spy. I
So then
was
your parents were like, Snapchat,
like,
Johnny, get
yeah,
back in there.
no,
Stop
like,
recording
yeah, nah. I
us.
was, yeah, I was literally being like KGB in the way. I was like,
Like
whoa,
playing stuff for your mom that your dad
yeah.
said. Your mom like, don't spy on me
Oh man. Well,
anymore.
I guess in a way I could have been what is it not CIA but and not
An essay.
NCIS NSA yeah
That's funny.
Oh, man.
So, guys, a knockout punch, streaming versus arrogance. So, Netflix killer move wasn't just, mailing DVDs, it was the streaming service, like Johnny mentioned. So, by 2007, Blockbuster just couldn't catch up. They launched Blockbuster Online. I didn't really
Oh,
know they
shit.
did
You
that.
know what, man? I'm surprised Netflix didn't when you shipped out a movie, you shoulda got, like, a popcorn thing with it too.
Yeah,
That would've been cool.
that'd have been a great idea. Did you know they launched a Blockbuster Online?
Oh, yeah, and it failed.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I knew
it
it
failed.
now that I looked it up and did this, but I'd never like, back then, I never was like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
try that
yeah.
out." I
Well,
never knew.
everyone, and I'm sure everyone, on 4chan and any other, cesspool, let's just call it what it is, has probably did that, has probably written about that.
Yeah.
So,
But by then, after they launched Blockbuster Online, everyone pretty much had already moved on. The lesson, once arrogance slows you down, innovation runs you over. Oh, they
yeah,
say.
these are facts, man.
So, you want to do your section before I do bonus content?
Yeah, let me go on over to my screen here. I'm
He gets
trying my
his
best
own
to
whole section now,
get my,
guys, so that he can have his own little secretive notes that he has ready for you.
this ain't really much of a secret notes here, guys. It's just your boy being your boy. All right, so
Hopefully, we don't have
yeah.
the same notes again
Nah, nah,
today.
just showing everybody a little memory. So, a classic little blockbuster. I bleed the blue and yellow,
Mhm.
blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow.
When we go to, how you wanted to go to Portland, Oregon to check out the Mozo, the stop motion museum?
Yeah.
That's only like a few hours away from there where you're gonna show next. We could technically like do that whole thing. So you could go
So,
get your nostalgia on.
oh yeah, man. Well, so yeah, so this is Blockbuster. This is how it used to look on the outside. They always had like little previews. Sometimes they had a movie playing in the back inside there too.
Yeah, I remember
It
that.
was awesome. It was freaking awesome.
You know what I liked about Blockbuster the most? Is sometimes if you didn't really know like what you wanted, like say you were just going there to get a couple
Man.
movies, you could easily just see the stuff. Like you go in the right section, whatever section you wanted, horror, whatever. You could just see like the couple ones that were there and then just pick
Yeah.
one. Now on the streaming services, it's annoying to me because you have to just, like, know what you're looking for,
So
basically.
they had like bisections, action. So
Sorry,
it
I'm
was all
messing up
good
your
stuff.
section.
No, no, it's cool. Just all the experience and everything. It was freaking awesome, man. Get to see a lovely girl and walking over here, check her. She's looking at comedy and you're looking at action. It's like, man, going over there to comedy.
Wow, that's how you're
Smooth
picking up
talk.
girls back in the day?
No,
I keep hearing
no,
all these stories about how he picked up girls, guys.
no. And then we also have
Wow, look
the
at it eating it. That's
yeah, pretty
awesome.
much. So then we also have this is where I believe Netflix just wanted to, chop them at their legs on this one. They actually made a sitcom in 2022. It only had one season. It was
I think
called
I've seen a
Blockbuster.
couple of those episodes.
Yeah, and I think uh, I think that wasn't the best thing to do is poke at it, but they were already down on the ground. So
So Netflix actually made that? Wow,
yeah,
that's funny.
that
That's
was a
like a
big
slap, and I'm surprised I didn't get sued for that.
oh, probably I'm sure if you look into it, they probably did.
Yeah.
But then we have the last Blockbuster. It's in Bend, Oregon.
Oh, yeah, that's where I've lived there before.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
when I got out of high school.
So you and your homegirls and you guys are like, oh yeah, we're gonna live in Bend, Oregon.
Oh, yeah, my, friend's sister was from there, so we were just like, "Oh, let's just move there for the summer."
Damn. So and this is the supposedly inside of the last one.
So I
Um,
guess, it's
that with
kinda like a
the
tourist destination now, right?
yeah, you can. Hopefully you can sit on this nice little couch here. Because if not, I'm like, man, this is not what I signed up for to
So can
do.
you still rent DVDs from them? I
Yeah,
don't get
man.
it.
Yeah, you
So
can
where are you
still
gonna
run.
watch them at? Nobody has a DVD player?
I have a PlayStation 5 that plays DVDs.
Okay, true,
I
but nobody
mean,
really has a DVD player anymore.
that's why girls should always have a guy that plays games because they're like, "Oh, I got a DVD player." Yeah, don't you have an Xbox or a PlayStation? We just slip it in there. Or if he's a
True.
PC, or if he's a PC guy, PCs have their DVD
So what you're
slash.
telling me is I can get out my old, P90X, my Tybo, and my Billy Blanks DVDs, and I can
Yeah,
play a
all
video
all 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 on the PS4.
PlayStation?
Yep, do that all on the PS4
Oh,
now.
yeah, because that one's out there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you can, I guess, sit in this little area here. That's cool.
Mm.
Awesome.
Yeah, when we go to Oregon, we'll have to go check that out too.
And I remember these crazy commercials at Blockbuster. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Those were the commercials, man. Well, that was my walk down memory lane I wanted to show you. I felt like that was show and tell time. I did not bring a cat this time.
You didn't even tell them that story before.
Yeah, no, I can't tell him that story, but
Oh,
I
really? You're just gonna hang it on the limb like that?
hey, I'm that type of guy.
Just tell them the story.
No.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Well, we'll talk about that story when we talk about our favorite animals and animals we grew up with.
When is that gonna happen?
I think we have like we're like what, not even a season done with this
Oh,
yet.
wow. Oh, okay. So, guys, that
Yeah.
takes us to bonus content. So, guys, and here it is, the infamous last receipt from Blockbuster. So, one of Blockbuster's final documented transactions. So, it was a $1.29 candy bar, a copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2,
Oh,
and a reminder about late fees in a system that didn't even exist anymore. That was Blockbuster's final note to the world. Not a Hollywood ending, not a punchline, and maybe just a warning, a cautionary tale for Apple and all these other companies.
facts, man.
So Blockbuster's fall wasn't just about Netflix, it was about arrogance, about thinking you're too big to fail. And that's why this story matters today because every empire, even Apple, should be asking, are we innovating or are we Blockbuster? In 2005, guys, because that's when they went down. So drop your Blockbuster memories in the comments and tell us, do you think Apple could ever really fall like Blockbuster or are they bulletproof? And don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and, ring that bell so you don't miss
I
our
don't know,
next
man.
video.
Well, guys, it's been great, man. Talking about going down memory lane and talking about Blockbuster. Peace out, guys.